What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kenna, Mr. Smell Good 803. We're back here with another video today, and in today's video, we're going to be reviewing a fragrance from the house of Banana Republic. Yeah, you heard that right, Banana Republic. This is going to be interesting, okay? But before we even get all of that started with the review, I got to do like I do every video and take this opportunity to thank everybody who's been coming by the channel, your subscriptions, your views, your likes, those of you who share on YouTube or on any other social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, however you're doing it. Thank you guys so much. Your support really means a lot to me, and I can't stop thanking you guys for it. It really helps me to know how to grow the channel, and thank you guys for being a part of that process, okay? But like I tell you guys on every video, if this is your second or third time coming through and you've been liking the content, you keep coming back, but you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do that today, okay? It's not gonna take you but a quick second to do it, okay? I won't even watch. I won't even watch you do it. It's completely free, but I won't watch. You can go ahead and do it right now. Okay, yep. Hit subscribe, yep, and then hit that notification bell. Oh, okay. And then make sure that you, like, comment, share, all those good things. I love dialogue with you guys. I love talking about fragrances. This is definitely one of my biggest passions, and I just enjoy the platform that I have to do it with you guys here, okay? Now, and if this is your first time coming through, as always, if you like something that you see here and you like the content, come on back for some more, okay? We're gonna keep this thing going, all right? Now, let's go ahead and get our review started. So I was intrigued by this particular fragrance collection coming from the house of Banana Republic. And before we even get started, look, I understand, fragrances that come from the mall or from different mall companies, Banana Republic, Aeropostale, Hollister, they really don't have the best track record. I understand, trust me. And Banana Republic is in that particular category too, with sometimes they've been pushing out fragrances that really don't have the best track record. But I've got something here, and I'm going to tell you guys, this is absolutely a banger, okay? Now, a couple of years ago, Banana Republic decided to do a fragrance collection called the Icon Collection. Now, their idea was to, try to produce what we call niche quality fragrances at an affordable price. So niche quality, we're talking about fragrances that use a higher concentration of perfume oils compared to alcohol and water. Just in general, the materials that they use to make the fragrances are of a better quality, which means a lot of times they're going to be much more expensive. So Banana Republic kind of did this whole thing with their Icon collection, where they wanted to really kind of give you that niche feel at an affordable price. And you know your boy, I'm all about that affordable price. But it's got to smell good though. It's got to smell good. So what I have today is just one of the fragrances out of that Icon collection. And as of right now, I believe they have a total of 8 in the Icon collection. So I'm going to do something a little different with this particular review. And I'm even going to show you the presentation for this particular fragrance. And the fragrance that we're going to be talking about today is the Banana Republic Linen Vetiver. All right, I don't know if you guys can really get all of that in there. All right, pretty nice presentation. You've got the box here, and you've actually got the sleeve that pulls out, and you've got the fragrance on the inside of the box. So very niche type presentation, very elegant. I will definitely say that this definitely does not look like the type of fragrance that you would get from a mall or a retailer. It definitely doesn't look like it. And I will tell you one thing in regards to the Icon collection as a whole. Pretty much when you see one box or one presentation, you've seen them all, because they pretty much carry the same presentation for all of the fragrances, for the exception of about 3 of them, where the actual bottle itself does actually have a different color gradient to the bottle. But this is your bottle, you know, very simplistic, a very, very heavy glass, very, very good, solid top, really, really solid clicking, you know, and just right on the front, you're just going to have Banana Republic and the name of the fragrance right here. And like I said, once again, this one is Linen Vetiver. Okay. Now, this fragrance is going to be one of those ones that are definitely unisex. Now, for my fellas, when you hear the word unisex, I don't want you to start getting like, oh man, I can't do that unisex stuff. You're gonna have me smelling like a woman, all that good stuff. Fellas, just roll with me for a quick second, okay? Trust me, this is gonna be worth it, because this fragrance here is an absolute banger. I'm telling you guys. Now, I picked this fragrance up in a rack store. And by rack store, this is Burlington, okay? So when I say rack stores, I'm talking about places like Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, places like that. Now, you can find this fragrance online, and it is actually on the Banana Republic website. Now, on the website, or even if you're going to certain discounters, this fragrance is going to usually run you around $48, $50, something like that, for a 75 ml bottle. But believe it or not, I picked this up at Burlington for $20. Once again, your boy likes to try to bring you those fragrances that are going to be inexpensive, but they smell great. Every once in a while, I'll talk about some fragrances that are on that higher end or that upper end as far as price range, but for the most part, man, look, there's a Paranormal outside. It's still out there. There's a whole pancetta out there, you know? I'm not trying to break the wallet, okay? So, what do I get out of this fragrance that really has me so excited? It's kind of in the name already. Linen Vetiver. I love Vetiver fragrances. Vetiver is one of my favorite notes in perfumery, in colognes. It's going to be a woody, earthy type feel to it. It does lean sometimes masculine or very masculine, the way that it may be blended. But the reason why I'm gonna really, and it's really labeled as a unisex fragrance, is in regards to all of the fragrance notes that are contained in this fragrance. Because at the top, you've got just a wide variety of different notes here. You've got your bergamot, you've got cardamom, you got petitgrain, then in the middle, you're gonna be hitting with that iris and jasmine. So just right there, if you're talking about just the top and the mid, these are a lot of fragrance notes that most people would consider to be more feminine. And they may be blended in more feminine products or feminine perfumery, okay? But the base is where you kind of bring in that part that can give that masculinity, or give it to where it's wearable even for a guy. And trust me, I'm going to be rocking the mess out of this fragrance, because on the base, I've got vetiver, which is in the name, right? I've got musk, I've got oak musk, and I've got amber. And I love ambery fragrances, okay? I just love them. They really, really work well on my skin. Now, Linen Vetiver will give you, just the name itself, Linen Vetiver, you should be thinking freshness, definitely, you know, even with the word linen, you're thinking maybe, you know, fresh out of the dryer, that type of thing, clean white sheets type thing. And this is going to be a lot of the feeling that you're going to get from that, especially because of the floral component of this particular fragrance, especially with the iris. That iris and that jasmine combination in the mid really is going to give you that component of the fresh, floral, soapy, clean, that vibe right there. It's definitely right there. Ladies, I think you're going to really love this one as well, because once again, the notes that are traditionally more masculine, they're not overwhelmingly masculine. And for the fellas, the notes that are traditionally considered to be more feminine, they're not overly feminine. They're blended well together to where they kind of meet right there at the middle, and it works well for either a man or a woman. This is beautiful. They really blended this well. And for a lot of fragrances, when you hear the note of iris and a lot of fragrances give off a very lipsticky scent, type of lipstick, cosmetic type fragrance, reception to your nose. But this is in no way, shape, or form lipsticky or even smelling like makeup, like a makeup bag or anything like that. And for Banana Republic to pull this off, this is definitely a step in the right direction with this Icon collection. I do have a couple of other fragrances from this Icon collection that I'm going to be reviewing at some point in time as well. But I definitely want to start off, if I was going to review anything from the Icon collection, this was going to be the first one that I wanted to review. Because like I said, I love Vetiver, but I also love that iris note. You're gonna find iris a lot of times in your fragrances like Dior, Dior Homme. Dior Homme has been famous for their iris note, even though they reformulated last year, and it really did kind of, because they took that iris note and that iris component out of it. But Dior leaned more heavily toward the lipsticky type of iris. And this is not that. This is going to be a more subtle iris, floral, but the iris is there. And when it joins with the top of the bergamot and the cardamom and the petitgrain, that very fresh herbal component there, the herbal with the floral, and then you're rounding it out with the musk and the vetiver and the amber. It's just a well blended fragrance. But I do have one complaint about it. And your boy got to keep it real, because everything doesn't always work out the best on every fragrance. And I do have a little complaint about this one, and it's going to be the longevity. It really is. The longevity on these Banana Republic Icon fragrances are not that great, at least on me. They generally last me on skin, we're talking around 4 or 5 hours. 6 hours, maybe pushing it, depending on which fragrance from the Icon collection we're talking about. And for me, Linen Vetiver is going to be more on that 6 hour end for me. But there are a few of them that I have tried and I do actually own that after about 3 hours, this is totally a skin scent. It's almost barely noticeable, even on skin. So that is one of the things that I do have to say is kind of a drawback for me when it comes to this particular Icon collection from Banana Republic, is just the longevity. But at the price point of being able to pick this up in a rack store for $20, I'll just, reapply throughout the day if I need to. Seriously. I mean, it's just that good. The opening for me is just really where everything is just so wonderful. And then as it starts to die down and becomes more of a skin scent once again, it's still an enjoyable fragrance. It's just that it's a skin scent and it's not as noticeable. So your projection is not going to be as great as you may want it to be. Now, if that's going to be a drawback for you and you're not in a position where you're able to really reapply, then I would really say, using this as a workday type fragrance may not be the best thing. You may want to wait for it to be a fragrance that you're wearing maybe just for the evening, going out for dinner, or just for a certain period of time to where the opening and the mid can still shine and be there for you for that, first 2 or 3 hours. That works too. But just at the price point, especially being able to look for this or maybe even find this in your local rack store, your TJ Maxx, your Marshalls, your Burlington, at $20 price point, I really don't see how you could pass it up. I really don't, And even at $48, it's still kind of high to me. Would I pay $48, $50 full retail for this? For Linen Vetiver, yeah. Yeah, Linen Vetiver, I definitely would. There are a couple that I've smelled from this Icon collection. I wouldn't necessarily say that I would pay the full $48, $50 retail price for it. I would definitely only pick it up at a rack store. But for Linen Vetiver, for me, and just the way that it performs on my skin and just the feeling that I get when I smell this fragrance, it's definitely worth the full retail price on it. And once again, the presentation, and you guys may not be into the presentation as much like us fragrance collectors are, but the presentation is just, it looks really good. It really does. Just put it right in there and it fits in there, fits snugly for you, all nice and neat and everything, But no, this is definitely a cop for me, and I said I was gonna go ahead and start reviewing a couple more fragrances that are under the radar, but I wanted to definitely shine some light on it. As far as the appropriate time to wear this particular one, with the combination of the citrus, the floral, and the amber, and that vetiver musk combination, oak moss, I think this is definitely a year-round fragrance. Once again, because it does not project overly powerful, it can be deceptive as far as how many sprays or that type of thing. I kind of hedge my bets when I spray my fragrances, and I kind of keep myself consistent with the amount of sprays that I use, so I don't have a chance to overspray. But definitely, you have that opportunity to wear this year round. And if you have an opportunity to wear it throughout the day and you're able to reapply, it's definitely something that I could suggest you even wearing, in the office or on a day-to-day basis. Definitely appropriate, more so, I think. I think it's great in any situation. I think you can dress this up on a nice date. This will definitely carry a wonderful scent aroma around you. So yeah, I think this is a winner. I think this is one of those year-round bangers that you can just have in your collection, and it's definitely going to give you great attention. Like I said, it puts me in the mind of your Dior, especially because of that iris component, that iris and jasmine. So it definitely puts me in the mind of your Dior. It's got a freshness and soapiness that's well known to Prada. And when you're talking about your Prada L'Homme collection and those fragrances from Prada that has that soapy kind of feel to them. So Banana Republic, I think, really did a great job. And once again, these retail mall store fragrances sometimes get a bad rap, and sometimes deservedly, because some of them just aren't that good at all. But this is definitely one that I suggest that you take a look, try it out for yourself. If you're able to go to a Banana Republic and they have a tester out, test it out on skin. That's definitely one of those things. You don't necessarily have to blind buy it. If you have a local Banana Republic in your mall and they have this out as a tester, test a few of them out and put them on skin and see what they do for you. But outside of that, I definitely think this is blind buy worthy. And if you're picking it up at the rack store, once again, on average from TJ Maxx and Burlington, I've been seeing this Icon collection go for about $20, $25. That to me is just a win-win. Okay, but that's all for this particular video today. If you've tried out any of the Banana Republic Icon series fragrances, let me know down in the comments. And if you decide to pick this up, come back to this video, send me a message in the videos, put a comment down there and let me know. Okay, but this is your boy Kenneth, Mr. Smell Good 803, and we are out. Peace.